MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. It's the home opener of this new season between the Detroit Tigers and the Miami Marlins. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. D. Gordon is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. This Marlins ball club, Harold Reynolds, as they begin play here tonight, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Game time temperature, a comfortable 76 degrees. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Here's another 1-2. This is line to left. Den Decker comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
In the second
at the plate,
tonight,
Marcell Ozuna.
right
He's got that
14,
average up over the 290 mark to begin
Ozuna.
play. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Sitting 3-0 right here. I wouldn't be surprised to see him turn him loose and give him the green light.
That one's in there, 3-1. Just starting things out here in South Florida. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Dietrich backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Here's Nolan Arenado. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Arenado.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Ichiro over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. And there's the familiar stride of Ichiro as he makes his way to the box to start the home half of inning number 1. Swing and a little tapper. 1 away. Stepping into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And no swing, apparently, ball 1.
I like that check swing. He started off at the off-speed pitch, but he recognized it and was able to hold up.
A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. In now, Justin Bour. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. Started that swing a bit too early.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
With all that speed over there on first base, I'm not surprised to see that fastball on the outside corner. That's almost like a pitch out.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Sanchez pauses. The 2-2 pitch. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he watches a splitter for a called third. The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. The average remains a very big bright spot for him at this point in the season. Just under 400. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 1-1 pitch coming now to Cabrera. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Hey, that pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Oh, that looked like a pretty good pitch to hit. It's a little bit late, so he might have been just fooled just a tad bit, just enough not to square it up.
Line drive to left. Den Decker has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He begins play in this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. And the Tigers are into the hit column now. That's their first hit of the contest. Throw into second. And he'll get in there safely. So stepping in, Justin Upton. On the season, he's hitting just over .290 coming into action here. And this is fouled at the plate. No score here as we play inning number 2. Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
That's 2 poor swings from a guy that hits in the middle of the order and is used to having base runners. You don't see that from him very often.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Nick Castellanos is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Tapper right back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping in, Michael Franco. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Third baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. At the plate, Derek Dietrich. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Right side. The tag, and he is out. Digging in the switch hitter, Andres Blanco. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And that's going to land foul. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Sanchez gets his sign. Here's the 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him. Now batting, Alex Avila. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray.
Catcher, Alex Avila.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. And he takes strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Ichiro has it in his tracks. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Ready now, Jose Iglesias hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. And here's a ball hit in the air. Dietrich takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Here's D. Gordon now. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Gordon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. The 0-1 on its way. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Now in the box, Matt Dendecker. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200.
Dendecker.
First pitch coming now from Sanchez. Lifted the other way to left center. And Gordon's there to take it in for the first out. Stepping into the box, JT Realmuto. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Now a flare out toward right center. Gordon ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Here's Ichiro now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And now a pitch on the way. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Sanchez gets his sign. Here's the 0-1. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The right fielder, number 14, Marcell Ozuna.
On the ground up the middle. Blanco is right there. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. He'll get it into second. And he's safe. Digging in for his second at-bat, Miguel Cabrera comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. For Arenado, a good job there to pick up his 16th double of the year. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. 2 down. Digging in to try it again. Alex Gordon. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hit hard back up the middle. Blanco is up with it. And a fine play there up the middle may have saved a run as the striding in once again, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Drilled right back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. So the fourth inning opens with a leadoff single. Ready for another chance? Hanley Ramirez, a base hit in his first trip. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
That's the advantage of having a good 2-hitter hitting second in your lineup. He knows he's going to get something to hit because they're going to pitch to him. And now here comes the heart of the order. They've got a great opportunity to get on the board here.
3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Ripped down the line, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. And that misses for ball 4, and it's first and second now with nobody out. Now at the plate, Justin Bour. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
Seems like he's just lost the strike zone these last several pitches. He's got a walk, and that pitch right there, that wasn't even close.
Upton comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Now to the plate, Michael Franco, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Down and away, ball 1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of. But he did somehow, and he's got it. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
Matt, here we are, double play situation, and everybody knows he's got that sinker. Maybe get a ground ball and get 2, right? But he comes with the fastball.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Here's Justin Upton now. He's 0 for 1 thus
Leading
far.
off for Detroit, center
First
fielder
pitch on
number 8,
its way to Upton.
Justin Upton.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Bohr is there to make the play, and it takes just 1 pitch to retire Upton.
The batter, number 9.
Nick Castellanos now comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. High in the air out toward shallow right. Therefore it is Ichiro, and he's got it for out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in,
Catcher.
Alex Avila.
Alex
0 for 1 for him
Avila.
here in this one. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So striding in, Derek Dietrich. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. First offering on its way. This is on the ground over to first. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. Into the box now, Andres Blanco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a ball 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. Striding in, Matt Dendecker. He flew out in his last at-bat. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Splitter. 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Now a hard liner toward short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop. At the plate, JT Realmuto. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 1-0 delivery. Just a tick behind for a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fouled back.
Boy, that fastball in right there really makes him conscious of the inside pitch and starts cheating. Now you're set up to throw something away if you elect to do that.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. He'll try again, 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 51,
Ichiro Suzuki checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Jose Iglesias.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
This is flared out towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Here's D. Gordon now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch on its way. In the air out to left. Den Decker has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Marcell Ozuna. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Bradley is there. 2 gone. Digging in to try it again. Nolan Arenado. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. He's set. Here it comes. Miguel Cabrera is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
1-1 pitch coming now to Cabrera. In the air now out to right field. Ichiro is over, and that's the 3rd out. Digging in and looking for more, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Ready on 1 and 2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to 3rd, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here's the pitch. And a splitter is over for a cold 3rd strike as he's left shaking his head. 1 gone. Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. It was a walk in his last trip. Liner toward right center. And this is going to find the alley. Extra bases here for Ramirez. Around second, headed for 3rd is Ramirez. And Ramirez is in at 3rd base with a triple. Riding in once again, Justin Bour. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire.
This is a situation you love as a hitter. It's an RBI situation, tailor-made for you. If you hit the ball on the ground, you're going to pick up that run, and it's going to give you the lead.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Hit well towards the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Number 7.
Ready for another chance? Michael Franco. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And forget about the double play now. He'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Joaquin
for Detroit.
And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the Tiger bullpen. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Gordon onto the grass, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Derek Dietrich. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now that's popped up. Arenado is there for it. Makes the catch, and here's the left fielder Alex Gordon. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Left fielder Alex Gordon.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the leadoff base hit puts the potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one.
Number 8, Justin Upton.
Justin Upton is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
He's putting together a nice outing so far. It always helps when you get ahead in the count.
But this is hauled in by the second baseman. Stepping up now, Nick Castellanos. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. The 1-0 delivery. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. This one's down to third. Franco has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. So stepping in, Alex Sevilla, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Goes down to get this thing as this is lifted in the air to straightaway left. And he'll make the catch. Oh, check that! He didn't look it into his glove, and the ball drops in. The runner from second crosses the plate. Ready, 1. Again, Jose Iglesias. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. Digging in once again.
Now batting, second baseman, G. Gordon.
First pitch of the at-bat. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
It's time for the traditional seventh-inning stretch.
Settling in now, Andres Blanco. A hit in 2 tries so far. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. Now the pitch. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a pop-up now. Arenado is there for it, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
JT Realmuto.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Ball line fouled as that'll get over the Marlins dugout. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Now batting the right fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Here comes the first pitch. Ichiro Suzuki started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move. Now at the plate, Marcell Ozuna. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Marcell Ozuna.
Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Den Decker has a read on it, 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Nolan Arenado. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. A fastball that just misses inside.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Swing and a little blooper to center. Bradley moving in. And the inning is over. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Gordon is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Now batting, Hanley Ramirez. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Here comes Gordon. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, Justin Bour. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So Maikel Franco will get a chance to hit this inning following the two-out success. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a two-out double. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. 0-1, here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Another 1-2 delivery. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Digging in, Alex Gordon. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the ninth. Now at the plate, Justin Upton. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Junichi Tazawa takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The 1-0. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Nick Castellanos now. He has the possible go-ahead run only 90 feet away at third base. Lined hard toward right center. And that is down for extra bases as that ought to plate the go-ahead run and maybe another. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Carlos Franco comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. James McCann will get an opportunity off the bench here as he'll bat with runners at the corners now and still nobody out. And he misses again. 2-0. From the belt, the pitch. Here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. And the insurance run comes across to score from third. It's now 3-1. So coming to the plate, Jose Iglesias. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. The second for 1. On to first, and they get them both. So striding forward now, D. Gordon. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Swing and a line drive into left field. A base hit. A cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Into the box, Marcell Ozuna. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Pitch outside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Here it comes, 1-0. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And over to third now is the runner. Three runs already home here. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Kyle Bearclaw takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Swung on, missed. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat. 3-1. He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, third baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Arenado.
Nolan Arenado is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 2-0.
Boy, this is getting tough to watch. How about some strikes right here?
And there's ball 3.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he mistimes that swing, and it's 3-1 now. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire. Coming to the plate now. Derek Dietrich. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth. But fastball inside, ball 1. He'll come in here at 263, still without a home run and 5 driven in. On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1. Now here's a bouncing ball headed for Iglesias at short. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The batter.
So digging in now, Andres Blanco. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. Now to the plate, Matt Den Decker. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Dennis Dorsey will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, this is kind of the life of a pinch hitter. You maybe get 1 at bat a game, and it usually comes against a relief pitcher that's absolutely throwing bullets at you.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Going after it is Gordon. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over. As we wrap this one up tonight, it's time to show our appreciation for the man you see there, Alex Gordon. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see, he finishes with a 3-hit game, including a double. He can feel good about that, and we can feel good about giving him the Player of the Game award.
Here now is our final line score tonight.